Well done to anybody who solved last week's riddle and came up with Caernarfon as the answer. Welcome to Pints, Plates and Passports. Today we visit Caernarfon, a remarkable medieval North Wales town. But it isn't just a town, it's a fortress of memory. Its crown jewel, the 13th century castle, looms like a stone sentinel over the Menai Strait, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that once guarded kings and now watches over pints and passers-by. The town itself is a tapestry of Welsh pride. 80% of the town speaks Welsh. Bilingual signs, slate-roofed shopfronts, and winding lanes that echo with laughter and history and Welsh language. Today, our crawl begins at the water's edge, where castle walls meet coastal breeze, and the first stop sets the tone with a feast fit for a monarch. Nestled beside Caernarfon Castle and overlooking the harbour, the Anglesey Arms is the kind of pub that feels like a welcome, not just to our crawl, but to the town itself. This building dates back to the mid-1700s, and inside the vibe is warm, open and unmistakably Welsh. Open from 11 a.m. till 11:30 p.m, pets are allowed, children are welcome, and they serve great food. They have live music nights, inside and outside in the summer, with a view over the Menai Straits. And they also have rooms for bed and breakfast. We kicked things off with not just a pint, but with a platter that could feed a battalion. Skin on fries, golden and stacked like castle battlements. Corn on the cob with butter. Barbecue ribs and chicken wings, smoky, sticky and unapologetically messy. Breaded chicken fillet, onion rings and popcorn chicken. A crunchy trio that demanded dipping and devouring. It was a meal that matched the setting, hearty, historic and built to last. The well-stocked bar matched the food menu, lots to choose from. Spirits, shots, cask ales, guest ales, premium lagers, budget-friendly lagers. Pair any of these with the views of the Menai Strait, it's a cinematic opening to any crawl. With the platter polished off and the pints sipped, we slipped through Caernarfon's cobbled arteries towards our second stop. Just a few yards away, the Palace Vaults shares its landlord with the Anglesey Arms. You can expect the same warm welcome, the same high quality of ales, but this pub has a slightly different vibe, especially at the weekends. Pets and children are both allowed in, they have live sports on the TVs, and they serve food. A very popular Sunday carvery, but also they are soon opening a Thai restaurant. We'll definitely be back to try that one out. It was early on a quiet Wednesday afternoon when we called in. But the Palace Vaults is a pub that trades panoramic views for punchy personality. In the evenings and at weekends, the crowd is livelier and the atmosphere hums with local colour. A mix of regulars, weekend wanderers and the occasional karaoke crooner. They have karaoke every Friday and Saturday and also have live bands. Inside, the decor is classic pub comfort, dark woods, brass taps and walls that have seen their fair share of stories. It's the kind of place where you don't just drink, you join in. The shared landlord means the welcome is familiar, warm, easygoing and genuinely proud of both venues. But this pub has its own pulse. It's big on sport, big on entertainment, big on warmth and big on value. And it will soon be big on Thai cuisine. Leaving the palace vaults behind, we cross Caernarfon's cobbles toward a pub with a name steeped in tradition but a look firmly set in the present. The Four Alls wasn't quite open when we arrived, but with true Welsh hospitality, the manager welcomed us in for a look around, a gesture that set the tone for what this place is all about: friendly, fast and effortlessly inviting. The name The Four Alls comes from an old rhyme about society's pillars. I rule for all, I fight for all, I pray for all, and I work for all. It's a nod to tradition, but step inside and you'll find a pub that's anything but old-fashioned. Sleek, modern and buzzing with energy, the Four Alls is Caernarfon's weekend hotspot. A place where rugby roars from the screens during the Six Nations, where magnums of Prosecco pop with celebratory flair, and where the gin shelf gleams with variety. The beer selection is equally impressive, with real ales like Dizzy Blonde and Unicorn, pouring alongside lagers and craft picks. The smart beer garden out back is perfect for summer afternoons, while inside the vibe shifts towards cocktails, shots and doubles, all offered with wallet-friendly deals that keep the crowd lively. They don't serve food themselves, but in a stroke of laid-back genius, they welcome takeaway meals from the local pizza places and kebab shops. No charge, no fuss. Open from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Wednesdays and Thursdays, midday to midnight Fridays and Saturdays, and 12 till 11 on Sundays. They are closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Children are allowed in, and so are your pets. And they even stock tasty dog treats like Bach burgers and Bach bangers. It's a pub that balances tradition with trends. Historic name, modern style. Rugby passion with Prosecco magnums and gin galore. Friendly service, fast pours and a crowd that knows this is the place to be. It's a pub that says Caernarfon can honour its past while owning its present. And here, the future looks golden. Stepping out of the Four Alls, you barely have time to catch your breath before the next stop beckons. Directly across the street, the front of the hole-in-the-wall pub stands ready. A pub that trades modern polish for community spirit, where teams, tunes and tales keep the energy alive. The crawl doesn't just wander here, it simply crosses the road and dives straight back in. The Hole-in-the-Wall is Caernarfon's classic community pub. The kind of place you're as likely to find a darts match in full swing as a karaoke chorus echoing through the bar. Pool tables clack, laughter rises, and the entertainment calendar keeps locals coming back week after week. It's a pub with roots in tradition, but eyes on the future. A mini refurbishment is on the horizon, promising a fresh look while keeping the familiar warmth intact. For now, it's all about the atmosphere. It's service with a smile that makes newcomers feel like regulars. Live entertainment and karaoke nights that turn regular evenings into events. Darts and pool teams that give the pub its competitive edge. The decor may be simple, but the spirit is rich. This is a pub that thrives on participation, whether you're throwing darts, singing your heart out, or just soaking up the buzz. The Hole in the Wall is about character, camaraderie, and classic traditional pub values. It's a reminder that Caernarfon's pub scene is much about tradition and teams as it is about trends. From darts and karaoke, across the cobbles to football pride. Leaving the Hole in the Wall, the crawl winds towards the Crown. A pub where the walls don't just hold history, they hold football passion. Here, the soundtrack shifts from karaoke choruses to chants and cheers, and the decor tells its own story. The Crown is Caernarfon's football shrine, a pub where Everton football memorabilia lines the walls like a museum of loyalty. Scarves, shirts, photos celebrate the toffees in full colour, and the pride is palpable. Yet despite the blue devotion, this is no closed club. Football fans, supporters of any team, are welcomed with warmth, even Liverpool fans. Rivalries stay on the pitch. Inside the Crown, the pint unites everyone. They show all the live sporting events, pets are allowed, children are allowed, and they serve food with lots of special offers. They have a darts team and a pool team, and when Everton win or lose, there's still a disco every Saturday night. If you're a red or a blue, this pub's still for you. Leaving the Crown's walls of Everton blue, the crawl takes a turn into something altogether smaller, yet no less significant. Just down the road sits Bach, officially the smallest pub in Wales. What it lacks in size, it makes up for in character, serving as a reminder that sometimes the best stories are told in the cosiest of corners. Bach is a pocket-sized treasure, a traditional old-fashioned pub that proves you don't need sprawling rooms to make a mark. Inside, the atmosphere is intimate and unmistakably Welsh. A place where locals and visitors alike squeeze in, share stories and raise glasses together. Despite its size, the offerings are generous. 8 Welsh beers on tap, alongside other carefully chosen brews. Locally sourced foods that celebrate the region's produce. And traditional Welsh meals that root the pub firmly in its heritage. Entertainment is woven into its fabric. Open mic nights bring the piano to life, filling the snug space with music and laughter. Soon, quiz nights will add another layer of community spirit, turning the smallest pub into one of the liveliest. The service is friendly, the quality consistent, and the charm undeniable. Bach is the kind of place where every pint feels personal, every meal feels homemade, and every night feels like you've joined a family. It's tiny in footprint, but vast in character. That's 6 pubs down, 7 more to go. But now let's take a couple of minutes to see what Caernarfon's got to offer. Looming above the town, Caernarfon Castle is its main attraction. It stands as a stone sentinel, its towers echoing with centuries of coronations and campaigns. Today, it houses the Royal Welsh Fusiliers Museum, where uniforms, medals and stories bring military history to life within these medieval walls. And just over the Menai Bridge lies Anglesey, with its beaches, coastal paths and attractions only a short hop away. A reminder that adventure here stretches beyond the town itself. The Aviation Museum is just a 5-mile drive, and definitely worth a detour. Hangars filled with aircraft and exhibits that chart the skies above Wales. Back in Caernarfon, the streets and the square are lined with bespoke, characterful shops, independent boutiques, craft stores and quirky corners that make wandering the lanes as rewarding as any pint. In the square, just below the Queen's balcony of the castle, stands the statue of David Lloyd George, a tribute to the Welsh statesman who once shaped British politics, his gaze fixed firmly on the town he once championed. Just down by the water, the Victorian marina sparkles with yachts and fishing boats, a modern counterpoint to the castle's ancient stories. Caernarfon is a town where history, heritage and hospitality meet, a place where every street corner tells a story and every landmark adds a layer to the crawl. So let's carry on with the crawl. From Wales' smallest pub to one of its biggest personalities. Leaving the snug intimacy of Bach, the crawl stretches into a venue that thrives on community spirit and entertainment. Just in the square, the Morgan Lloyd stands ready, a pub where the week is mapped out in quizzes, bingo and karaoke, and where the welcome is as enduring as the friendships inside. The Morgan Lloyd is Caernarfon's entertainment hub, a pub that doesn't just pour pints, it pours out events, laughter and connection. Each night has its own rhythm. Monday quiz nights sharpen minds and spark banter. Thursday bingo brings the thrill of numbers and prizes. Friday karaoke transforms the bar into a stage with locals belting out the classics. It's a place where the calendar is as lively as the crowd and where every visit feels like joining in on something bigger. During our visit, we met Paul Trike, a local whose glowing reference of the pub and its landlady Sharon carried real weight. He's known her for 40 years and his words painted a portrait of loyalty, warmth and community. It's the kind of testimony that makes the pub's reputation feel lived in, not advertised. Unfortunately, as Paul was giving his glowing reference, a Robbie Williams tune was playing through the speakers. So unfortunately we had to mute it for copyright reasons. But this is what Paul had to say. The best place in Caernarfon town to have a nice pint is the Morgan Lloyd. And the landlady here has been a friend of mine for many years, and a friend for all the locals. So come down and have a nice beer. Well said, Paul, a glowing tribute. The atmosphere here is friendly, the service is quick and the vibe unmistakably Caernarfon. Rooted in tradition, but alive with weekly rituals. And Paul Trike's glowing review of the Morgan Lloyd captured the heart of this pub: loyalty, laughter and community spirit. For him, this isn't just a place to drink, it's a place to belong. And that's exactly what makes the Morgan Lloyd such a cornerstone of Caernarfon's nightlife. Now we just cross over the square to the Castle Pub and Hotel, a lovely Georgian building. The castle isn't just a pub, it's also a hotel, welcoming visitors to stay the night as well as join the fun. Inside, the atmosphere is lively and inclusive, with karaoke nights and live music turning the bar into a stage. It's a place where locals and travellers mingle, where songs spill into laughter and where every evening feels like an event. The menu celebrates local Welsh meals, hearty and comforting, grounding the pub in its regional identity. Alongside the food, the drinks flow easily, served with friendly efficiency that make newcomers feel at home. And this seems like the perfect place to get in this episode's joke.
A polar bear walks into a bar and says to the bartender, "I'll have a gin and tonic." The bartender asks, "Why the big pours?"
During our visit, we met these three unforgettable characters. It was Wednesday, the 5th of November when we called, and it just happened to be Michael Parry's 71st birthday. We hope you had a great day, Michael. Sat opposite him is his cousin, 76-year-old David Owen. And then there was their friend Phil, known affectionately as Boog, adding his own spark to the night. Together, they embodied the spirit of the castle, friendship, celebration and community woven into every pint and every song. This pub is more than just a stop, it's like a gathering place. It's easy to while away a few hours here, gazing out the windows, joining in the conversation or just having a bite to eat. For the crawl, the castle is the perfect blend of old and new. A reminder that in Caernarfon, the castle isn't just about stone walls and towers. It's also a pub where birthdays are toasted, songs are sung and stories are shared. Crossing into the next chapter of the crawl, we leave the castle for the Ship and Castle, a pub where tradition shines through its stained glass windows and community spirit fills every corner. Now, just before we go through the door, can I just ask, if you've enjoyed this crawl through Caernarfon, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It'll help us out massively. Give us a like, drop a comment. Your support keeps us going. And don't forget to watch till the end, where we'll give you the riddle for next week's Destination X. Solve it and put your answers in the comments. The Ship and Castle is a pub that wears its character proudly. The stained glass windows catch the light and cast a timeless glow across the bar, while the decor itself tells a story. The bar is decorated with coins, a rare touch these days, a reminder of the value placed on heritage and detail. Inside, the atmosphere is lively and welcoming, with a good crowd of locals who give the place its heartbeat. 2 dartboards keep the games going, while the entertainment calendar ensures there's always something to look forward to. They have an open mic night on a Wednesday, where voices and instruments fill the room. Quiz nights are soon to be launched on a Thursday, adding another layer of community fun. It's a pub that balances tradition with activity, offering not just drinks, but a rhythm of weekly events that keep people coming back. During our visit, landlady Jessica Jones shared the story of a local man, Michael Pritchard. In 2024, Michael lost his son Dion to mental health struggles, a loss no parent should ever have to bear. Yet in the face of tragedy, Michael has chosen to honour his son's memory with action and compassion. He raised money for the charity Mind through a Christmas jumper campaign, which he'll also be doing this year, turning his grief into generosity and personal pain into community support. Michael's story reminds us that pubs aren't just places to drink. They're places where lives are shared, where struggles are met with solidarity, and where community can become a lifeline. His campaign for Mind is more than fundraising. It's a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest times, kindness can light the way. So here's to Michael, to Dion's memory, and to the Ship and Castle, a pub that proves the strongest walls are built not of stone, but of people standing together. Leaving the Ship and Castle, the crawl heads towards Caernarfon's branch of Wetherspoons, Tavani P. It's the kind of stop every town seems to have, but here, even the familiar comes with its own quirks. Tavani P delivers the classic Wetherspoons formula, a wide range of drinks, affordable food offers, and a steady hum of a crowd that knows exactly what to expect. But this one has its own character. Toilets downstairs, in a Wetherspoons, a layout twist you don't often see in the chain, and one that caught me by surprise. But the main attraction in this Wetherspoons was the really nice outside area, perfect for summer evenings or a breather between rounds, giving this branch a touch of charm beyond the usual. This Wetherspoons blends predictability with local quirks. For the crawl, it's the chance to reset, to enjoy the comfort of a familiar chain while still noting the details that make Caernarfon's version unique. Tavani P isn't the most dramatic stop, but it's a reliable one. From pub chain familiarity to centuries-old legend, we now travel to the Blackboy Inn. This pub is something altogether timeless. Just a short walk away, the Blackboy Inn awaits. A pub, a hotel and a restaurant that has stood since 1522, making it one of the oldest pubs in Wales. Here, history isn't just on the walls, it's in the very air. In fact, I'm probably doing it a massive disservice by calling it a pub. It's a lot more than a pub, and a hotel, and a restaurant. It's an experience. From the moment you enter, receptionist Kerry welcomes you with warmth and helpful information, setting the tone for a visit that blends hospitality with heritage. We didn't eat here, but the reputation they have for the food is second to none. A few years ago I tried to book a table, and I'm sure there was something like a 3 or 4 week waiting list. The menu is a celebration of Welsh tradition, with favourites like Welsh pie, hearty and comforting, and Welsh rarebit, rich and indulgent, and lobscouse, a nod to maritime roots. Pair any of these with real ales from local brewers and you've got a feast that feels both historic and contemporary. it's the atmosphere that makes the Blackboy Inn unforgettable. Ghostly legends linger up in the beams, and the pub embraces them with pride. Take a look at this famous painting, depicting all 4 of the ghosts said to haunt the inn. A visual reminder that history here is alive and sometimes restless. Another striking image shows the presumed first black man in Wales, a portrait that sparks conversation and adds depth to the inn's layered identity. And then there's the name itself, the Blackboy Inn. Its origins are debated. There are theories relating to black boys, floating sea black boys, to references to coal, sailors, or even royal connections. Whatever the truth, the name carries history, complexity, and curiosity, making all part of the inn's enduring mystique. The Blackboy Inn isn't just a pub, it's a portal. A place where centuries of Welsh history meet modern hospitality, where ghosts share the bar with locals, and where every pint comes with a story. From Kerry's warm welcome to the paintings on the wall, this inn proves that Caernarfon's soul is as much about the past as it is about the present. From century-old beams to a proper village pub with sunshines and smiles. After the history and ghosts of the Blackboy Inn, the crawl closes in on the Alex, a traditional pub with a community heartbeat. It may not open till 4 p.m. most days, but when the doors swing wide, the welcome is instant. The Alex is the kind of pub that feels like a village hall with taps. A place where locals gather, families celebrate, and visitors are welcomed like old friends. Open from 4 p.m. till midnight Monday to Thursday, and 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday, and 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. on a Sunday. Although they do open earlier for events like the rugby, football, or any booked parties. The landlord, Paul Thomas, and his wife Faye, they know the pub trade inside out. They run the place with warmth and expertise. They have bingo nights and quiz nights on alternate Wednesdays, folk music every other Monday, and karaoke Fridays kick off the weekend. From spring to autumn, the outside area is a big sun trap, perfect for long afternoons with a cider. It's got a vibe of a proper old traditional pub with a feel of community hub. Events and parties are a big part of its identity. They throw regular Easter, Halloween and Christmas celebrations for the kids. They can have private functions for up to 40 people, hen do's, stag do's, birthdays, whatever celebration you want. Buffets are catered for, and they have rooms available on Airbnb. 3 are en suite, making it a great base for visitors. Above all, it's the staff who make the Alex shine, friendly, welcoming and full of local knowledge, always greeting you with a smile. The Alex is more than a pub, it's a community. From quizzes and karaoke to kids' parties, sun-soaked afternoons, it's a place where everyone belongs. Paul and Faye run it with heart, and whether you're here for a pint, a party or a place to stay, the Alex is a proper Caernarfon find. After the community spirit from Paul and the Alex, the crawl makes its final stop at the Tutill. The Tutill is a proper locals pub, the kind of place where the welcome is genuine and the atmosphere is relaxed. Inside, the vibe is warm and unpretentious, with a crowd that knows each other and greets newcomers with ease. The bar is well stocked, the service is friendly, and the setting makes it a natural finale for the Caernarfon passport. The Tutill embodies what makes the town's pub scene so special. It's the kind of stop where you can reflect on your night, from the karaoke choruses to ghostly legends, from stained glass to sun traps, and raise one last glass to Caernarfon's pubs, people and stories. From the first pint to the last, Caernarfon has poured us more than just drinks. It's poured us stories. We've crossed karaoke choruses to ghostly legends, from stained glass windows to sun-soaked beer gardens, and from chain pub familiarity to century-old beams. Each stop stamped its own identity on our passport. Darts, pool, football pride, Welsh meals, music, quizzes and the warmth of locals who make every pub feel like home. We met characters who gave the crawl its heartbeat. Paul Trike with his glowing tribute, Michael Pritchard turning grief into hope, Michael Parry celebrating his 71st birthday, and countless others who welcomed us with smiles, songs and stories. Above it all, Caernarfon Castle stood watch, a fortress of kings, a stage for history, and a reminder that this town's soul is as much about heritage as it is about hospitality. And so, at the Tutill, we raise our final glass to Caernarfon's pubs, its people and its stories. A crawl that proves the best journeys aren't measured in miles, but in memories. I will close out this episode with the riddle for next week's Destination X. Have a listen, see if you can solve it, put your answer in the comments. And we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing.
Where tappers tempt, and sherry flows, and carnival masks still steal the shows. A golden dome gleams by the bay, while sailors dream of far away. Where watchtowers wink at ocean's tide, and flamenco feet can't help but glide. An ancient port with sunny grin. Your next clue waits where waves begin.